Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Formula 124, my brother career, and today we are starting on to the tactics Grand Prix, the starting a marathon Grand Prix. And as you see, we got a lot of the time, like 2 weeks now, until we get to the Grand Prix to have a lot of updates that come in, which I cannot wait. So before we start moving on, please start my video do well, and I hope you guys be doing amazing. And keep your chin up to push it doing life, and look after yourself as well. So if you've not watched the last episode, go back and watch the last episode, because it was in Singapore Grand Prix. Was the very good race for me, where I've done an absolute fantastic job, and I do find it didn't Max Verstappen. But the end result was not good, so you might want to check that one out. And it was very much worth it. Like, today the final lap for McLaren, who got Piastri and Lando Norris fighting each other. So you might want to tune in to see what happened and who won the Singapore Grand Prix. So, and I get myself ready to start moving forward. But we got 655 resources points. So I'm gonna see if I can get any updates. We've got the updates that gonna come in. So obviously we won't put any updates into aerodynamic because there were rumours that the reservation could be targeting the aerodynamic. So we are likely to focus in chassis area. Which have you avoid that? About power. Have you avoid it? We can get energy store, that's all. Yeah, that's all. We can get energy store, which I'm fine to do, but it will help my wear for my components. So 195. I guess I can save that one up for the restoration and adaptation. I think that'll be fine for me, so I'm gonna get ready to move forward, I guess. And obviously, hopefully, I can get some good results during the tactic Grand Prix. And I believe it's also the sports weekend as well. I'm very bad at memory things. I'm definitely assuming there is sports weekend. So obviously, we got upload time and which is good. Now, got low to speed, fantastic. The last one is energy store, and we failed that one. But I'm gonna put that one in. Let's put. Oh, just enough. Okay, will it be worth it? That's what I'm wondering, because at the area we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th area, I'm getting it's roughly about 2,000 RD, roughly. You know what, let's save it. We're gonna put the upload into chassis, maybe next episode, or after practice, in this episode, or the next episode, or Albon's gonna do it himself anyway. So I'm gonna show you the product history. So we are slowly catching up to the Aston Martin, Mercedes and Ferrari. But Ferrari is behind me. Look here! Ferrari is behind me, oh my goodness! Wait, really? Okay, that's interesting, that is interesting. I was not expecting that. Wow, Ferrari is behind me, wow! I tell you, we moved up being a better team in Formula 1, performance-wise, but that surprised me a lot. So I did that, the good product we made, so I'm going to go ahead, just a practice section, and I was seeing you in the Sprays qualifying at the Sprays. If not, I'll see you in qualifying. I just still go straight into Sprays qualifying, and also this is our first run. We pretty much have to do like a solo run all the way through life and then doing multiple runs trying to get a good play. The reason I'm doing the solo run is just to save my components more effectively, because obviously it's a sprint. So having sprint qualifying, sprint like qualifying Grand Prix, that definitely puts a massive impact on your component. So I want to be logical and rational by saving my component, and I finished P5, Albon finished P8, which is good for them. Now doing the 2-2 of Sprint qualifying, and obviously around here, this day I've been very, very comfortable, if you will. There was no single moment of struggling. Obviously, I've done practice session and it went pretty positive. It was done positive on my side. Wasn't sure about Albon, but obviously, as you see, I got the fastest lap and I'm P1 and Albon P11. So I think it's a bit different between me and Albon. I'm much more comfortable. Albon isn't, but obviously that can change always. So all I can do is just try to put my head down and put some good time in and see if I can store as much point as I can in the sprint race, and hopefully going to the long point itself, if I saw, I don't know, a good place to the point, combine perfect for it. And now we're getting ready for the sprint race, and now it lights out and away we go with Max Verstappen on P1. Had the banner start, the Piastri had the good start, Lando Norris didn't. Alonso overtook Lando Norris, and I fallen down to P9, back to P7, that I had to fight with Stroll and George Russell. So I tried to be careful, because if I made any impact between them, this is pretty much not to be on my side at all. So obviously all I can do is try to stay focused and get to the end, because P7 is a good area, so sort of point, it may not be unlocked, but it is worth it because it's about 2 points I believe, and 2 points will get me more up in a little bit more in the construction standing and rather standing, which is positive. Matt is leading, Lando needs to get moving forward and beat Max Verstappen if he wants to make his championship chances alive. Because obviously we're going to this race where Matt is pretty much far away from the championship, and I nearly went the back of Carlos Sainz. I took the avoiding action, managed avoidance is good, thank God for that. But that did ultimately took me a lot of the time, and George is now right behind me, so I need to just focus, get back to the game. And Lewis Hamilton, we're on board with him, who's in P5. You know, he's been doing a pretty good job in the second part of the season. You know, obviously he's been very unlucky or something like that, but you know, he's obviously trying to prove what he's capable of. So let's hope he can do really well at this night. I'm gonna wait to see what happens. We're only in lap 2 now, so long way to go, not really. So he can maybe try and move up the pack or not. But Matt obviously doing what he does, and that obviously going to annoy Lando Norris for sure. So for me, I'm like let's just focus one time, focus on Carlos Sainz, and then move on to the next car. That's what I'm going to be doing, because if I think too much about what I'm going to do, it's going to be a struggle for me, realistically. Albon, who had alright qualifying, he finished 2-2 at the 11th place, so I don't know where he is right now. I think he might not be in order, I'm not quite sure, but now doing the launch that with the other, made him move on Carlos Sainz, face left don't run, and Carlos Sainz moved out from way, which is good, and allow me to do clean with no issue. I'm very happy about that, because obviously if he tried to challenge too much, time would lose it, and I got 2 fastest Stacker 1 and Stacker 2, the fastest lap. So hopefully going to Stacker 3 and cross the finish line, I get the fastest lap. So let's hope, because I get the fastest lap, I get extra points. That's 3 points, which is really good, and that definitely will help in the long term for me. So let's hope that will happen. And now I nearly get the finish line, but I went too wide and pretty much lost time. But no, I didn't. I still got the fastest lap, and I think that's because it's Stacker 1 and 2. Not right. We got the Piastri, who made a move on Max Verstappen on the inside. What can Max do? He tried anything. He stuck behind the Piastri. He had to tip it over. But if he stayed where he is, and he goes for the inside line well here, they definitely make a contact. But Max had to back away, and the Piastri got ahead of him. So that's pretty good for the Piastri. And now, obviously, he can beat Carlos Sainz up to P6. But I don't think I can catch Hamilton or anyone else. But if you look back onto my performance chart, the RD Pro Ferrari is actually not a good play at all. And we've got somewhere Donovan Smoke, and that is Carlos Sawyer. Carlos Sawyer has gone into pop the smoke and like football bar. So he's still going though. He's still going, joining back to the racing line. I don't know why he's done that. Everyone had to avoid him. He did not need to do that, but got to be controversial or perhaps illegal. I understand in the code of the game, you had to pull off the right hander, but in this did, you shouldn't be doing that at all. You should be on the left with that safer on way from or the driver, but it didn't happen. We got George making a move on the outside, and I'm sticking to the inside line, and so committed to it, and George had to back away, which is good. Hopefully, George doesn't make any more problem with me. We're now in lap 6, and now going into lap 8, George Russell continue causing problems on the inside, trying to keep me some space with his George. We don't want to contact at all, and I have to go off wide, I cut taller. But it's George, we stay right here, and we expected him to move a little bit, and I didn't want to make contact with him, so I had to look at and go for a taller top, and to just want to avoid any collision with my front wing to his tyre or his back. So obviously I have to try to be careful, but I'm still behind him in a good range of a DR, so hopefully I can make something happen on this long straight. We got slow behind her. Got Albon a P9, and Albon to catch slow. Perfect for him, but that's 1 point for him, and I think that's going right. Beat George Russell, very clean. Wasn't like fighting to the corner, he was just overtake. Beautiful power on that Williams for sure, but just in the power department, the Williams engine is actually very powerful. It's one of the best engines throughout the whole team that's on the way, which is good, but give me the confidence that I know I can overtake multiple times. I nearly spun out and I did spin, then I saved it, and I nearly spinned out again, and I did hit George Russell. I got no damage, I'm not sure about George, but I know that he's now getting a little bit frustrating because I was spinning out, lifting the car, just couldn't quite get to the whip. I could potentially ultimately top George's lane, but then that didn't happen. But he did lose his position to Slow, and Slow tried to make a move on me. I forced him to go out wide, and I stick to my position, and he was all good with no bad blood between me and Slow, despite the HP. Me Slow went through, and I had to steer, and Neil had a snap of an oversteer. I think that's what you call it. Slow with a switchback move, so I did overtake done, but I forced him to tour a cut, but I wasn't ready to line and wasn't expecting him to be right there. He was actually quite far behind me before I got to the corner, so it's a bit confusing that one. Got the move done on Max Verstappen on the inside, Max turned back on the inside line, then he get it done on the Piastri with a good defending. Stay committed to it. Fernando Alonso is waiting for the mistakes to happen. The Piastri had to go for the tighter turn. That cost him a lot of time, and he lost his play back to Max Verstappen. And Max done a fantastic job of the defending by squeezing him into the corner, making him take the tighter turn, while Max take more of a slingshot turn. That was one of the good defense Max done, and they caught the line to win the sprint race. And I'm going to be finishing P6. I can keep it clean, yes I'm real, and I'm now caught the line for P6, Slow P7, Russell P8. I just see now I'm doing my I'm playing qualifying run. So I'm going to talk about in the sprint race. So obviously in the sprint race, there's evidence that I am pushing medium tyre too much. So obviously now that come back to me, reflex on it. Now I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to make sure I save my medium tyre in the race itself? So obviously I'm going to rely more on lip and posting to make sure they know about the impact on the tyre. So obviously I've done my first run, I've had myself a good play, and now I'm doing my second run. Hopefully I can put some good time in and stay up in 2-2. but obviously a lot too much time for that one, so I decided to get back tower and go back tower again in 2-2 to that made it look which is good. Now I'm going to continue my first run on that. So let's go back to the sprint. Matt obviously done a good job at the defending against off the PS. Lando has been very unlucky with his run of his start of the sprint, and he messed it all up where he could have maybe made a good place, but he didn't do that. And obviously I got that he exceeded the track limit, so I had to leave out and come back again with a second run. Well, third run really, if you listen to it, it's actually the third one, not second one, but it's tactified second one, because I hadn't finished my second one, and now I'm continuing my second one. I think I've got it all the way now. It should be first one and second one, my bad. But yeah, so obviously I am happy with how the car goes, but the one thing I will not do in this race is putting a stop tyre on. And the reason why for that is because it's only quite rough to deal with, and I finished P8, L1 had made it lose to P10, the L1 and I are now back together for the 2 race, so can I somehow get myself a good place and, you know, beat L1 and get myself in a higher position, that'll be very good for me. L1 has P6, L1 has been doing a good job so far. He must have like got the motivation from my good race, quality race, and Albon obviously really jealous about that, and I think it's P10, Albon finishing P7.
Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. We're racing then today in Travis County, Texas, around the 20 corners of this wonderful Circuit of the Americas. We'll be reaching speeds of around 200 miles per hour here today, and there are plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into Turn 1 and the long back straight into Turn 12. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Perez, Daniel, Stroll, Tsunoda, Gasly, Leclerc, Joe, Magnussen, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Bottas, and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Now we're getting ready for the long plane, the tactic long plane. So obviously, as you see, the starting tree is medium to hard. Then with the starting tree where I do medium hard, stop. So I was like, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick to one stop and get to the end. And I had a bit of a, what you call it, anti-stall moment where I tried to get off, but I ended up not getting off in time, and that unfortunately screwed my car. I felt embarrassed about that, but hopefully that won't affect my race throughout the whole thing. That did, I'm in a bit of trouble for that one, so hopefully that doesn't happen. We all now rolled up to the race, and hopefully we all are going to have a good race in today. Albon, who got a good position ahead of me. But let's see what he can do today. We are now getting ready for the 5-red line. And away we go with Lewis Hamilton on P1, taking a fantastic pole. Lando Norris had a good start, but he now probably will to work with Lewis Hamilton as we got on board with Pierre Gasly, who washes lean wide in the front of him. Hamilton stayed at P1. Albon, who had a good start for himself, or had a good start overtaking the Piastri. Very happy about that. Now I'm chasing after Alexander Albon, but off the Piastri, who still stayed by me. He unfortunately lost a bit of a time. He had to back away, and that obviously in by Luca Tsunoda is joining in, but he managed to stay ahead of him. Chateau Perez within P10, not where he wanted to be compared to Max Verstappen, who's up in P3. Hamilton, who had a good start, is leading, but a American Grand Prix, Lando Norris, who obviously still tries to be trying to chase him down. It's basically going to be like the old door versus the new door, the fighting who's going to become the British leader of the Formula 1. I guarantee it always does be Lewis Hamilton, but Lando is obviously not going to give up that easily for himself, and now he's obviously doing a good job with our start and rolling into the race. Very happy about it, and now we need to try and catch Albon, who's in P6. I feel like I could be the fastest man against Albon, but that can change. We've got to try and figure out the best way to go at it with each other, because if we fight too much, we're going to lose too much time, and I don't want that to happen. I want us to be able to store as much points as we can. My engine told me defend, I'm happy to defend. If you don't overtake, I'm happy to overtake. But we've got the Piastri, who's looking to make a move on the inside line, and I'm not going to allow that to happen as he's trying to get himself an overleash. I managed to do it on the outside, and I only overtaken the Piastri, but that took me a bit of a time. But I wasn't gonna back down that easily as I now. Got back to Albon with the DRS race, and hopefully I can overtake Albon in the maze race, which will be very good, but it doesn't start making a progress on catching up slower. So don't forget, Stroll is my championship rival, Albon is my teammate rival. It'd be nice to finish ahead of them too. We got Max Verstappen, who's trying to catch up with Lando and Hamilton, as Lando Norris got the DRS and they'll be making a move on Hamilton, but he can't. His Hamilton defense really well. He following though. Maybe that could be illegal to that underbraking moving, but I didn't really brake too much. And we've got Luca Tsunoda, who obviously got overtaken by Chateau Perez. Fernando Alonso overtaken Daniel Ricciardo, but Alonso's been very unlucky this season. He had a very good start in the first part of the season where he won top of the, he won 1-2 times, and then after the summer break he just fell all the way down. And what happened with Fernando Alonso, as I'm now making a move on Albon, going on the inside, on the outside. It's very confusing with both Williams on the same car, but we managed to do a good job on the overtaking on the inside line, and I overtaken Alexander Albon. And again, I apologise for not being able to know Mrs. Smith is about that identical car, so I got too confused with that one. But I've got told by my engineer that allows Albon to overtake me. I don't know why that has happened. I was the fastest car, but somehow Albon needed to overtake me because I think he's the fastest to catch slow. But doing that took me a lot of the time. If you want me or Albon to catch slow, you got to do it right, but you can't just stay, overtake, forget about it, stay where you are. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna be a little bit selfish today. Gonna make a move back on Albon on the inside, try to get ahead of Albon. But apparently I've got a collision ruling, but I don't recall how I've hit into Albon. Very confusing. I think the William are against me today for not allowing me, having to fight Albon. I want to fight Albon to show who's better driver. But I told you that as Lando Norris made a move on Lewis Hamilton during the inside, but Hamilton got a lot of experience. He didn't try to get himself back on track. He had a good launch forward and he tried to squeeze Lando, but unfortunately he taken the tighter turn that unfortunately made him lose our P1 up to P2 and Lando moved up to P1. Albon, who made a move on the outside, are now doing turning back, but braking really late, but then it didn't go too far, hit the short lip on the tyre, and I managed to stay back ahead of Albon, which is just clean as well. No contact, which is I don't understand what it was a contact. Now in lap 9, Albon, who made the move inside, and going back on the another inside, going down on the right hander, and I'm overtaking Albon. It was a bit easy. I was not going to let him by that easy. That you had to fight to deserve your play. So that's what Albon had to do. But Hamilton made a move on the outside with the other, allowing the Norris, who made a good defense move, and he obviously gave a bit of a space to Hamilton. Do you not want to match with Hamilton? If you match with him, he's always matched you back for sure. But Lando Norris, who's obviously got a faster car, and are here to pair to Lewis Hamilton, but Hamilton stayed ahead. But we got George Russell, who had to go off on the left hander. He got off of the track onto the back, but he got mechanical issue, and further to state the car came out. I think it's where the thing can change. I was thinking, do I pit on a hard tyre? So I was like, yes, let's do that. We had nothing to do really. Do I can pit on a hard tyre? I thought I would still drop all the way down to P20 or P9 George is out. I'll be up to P19. I was like, maybe that is the biggest gamble I've ever done. So let's hope it will pay off. So we slap on a stop tyre, not stop tyre, hard tyre, and get back tyre. But it is further to a state in the car, we ought not to be button shop. But it will slow a lot of the car down while I regain my speed. We don't know that the Hamilton back at it again in lap 11. Further to a state in the car is finished. They've gone back racing. Hamilton is obviously trying to get things done again to Lando Norris, man who's stuck behind in P3. Watching everything on level, he's obviously waiting for mistakes to happen between them two, because the more you fight, the last mistake will happen, because your frustration will come into play, and it won't be made harm until you actually overtaking the driver that ahead of you or behind you that defended against you. But in that 14, multiple cars gone in, Lando, Hamilton and Max Verstappen have gone in, but Max has finished his pit stop and he jumped on McLaren and Mercedes and he managed to get the P1 area, but that doesn't happen because I had now undercut on Max Verstappen, Hamilton and Lando Norris, and that got me P9, which means I'll be finishing, well, not finishing, getting myself in P1, and I'm now, as you see, the order going down, another thing slowly coming out, but it won't get here. On the P1, what a massive undercut that was, the biggest gamble I've ever pulled off, and I managed to do it. Max Verstappen, who's obviously shocked how I managed to do that. He's now overtaken me, but I'm still very committed to my area, not giving up. But unfortunately, contact being made. Matt has squeezed into the corner. He didn't need to do it. He should have gave me a bit of a space, but he decided to squeeze me a little bit. I was pissed off, but I'm not going to let that stop me as I take him out of the van, force him out wide, and that allowed Lando Norris overtake Max Verstappen, Small, who's in P4, Hamilton P5, and Hamilton lost his place unfortunately. Norris overtaken me, and I'm now going to be overtaking him back, as I'm trying to figure out how to get the right braking point without making a mistake. But allow him made contact with Max Verstappen. Lando gave me a bit of a space. It's easy to fun between Lando and Max. Lando are more of a fair driver compared to Max Verstappen, as I made him take the tighter turn. That racing, it's not illegal that it's racing, and I've done a good job of defending. Now going into lap 21, being multiple times of defending Matt Lando Norris. Matt is obviously trying to get the move done on me, but I'm not going to give up that easily, so I'm trying to speed them a little bit, try not to make any problem with each other, and I managed to stay ahead of them, which is good, but that done what I've done with the biggest payoff, and hopefully I can stick to it. But now, this is my third time of official leader at long point. The last time that happened with the Netherlands, but it wasn't really needed at long point, I hadn't picked yet. So I was going to lose my place anyway, but this one is the official leading the American Grand Prix, but I had to try and remake time, because the pressure is coming off Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. I'm starting to feel it, the pressure from them. I've tried to stay calm as much as I can, so hopefully I can do that all the way to the end of the race and get my third ever win of the Grand Prix this season. Will be massive for me. But Matt is now going for the move on the outside, and I'm trying to stay committed on my racing line, but unfortunately, as I see a brake leading lane, I did not respond to my braking point, and that unfortunately lost my play to Max Verstappen. So Matt is now just down the long way now, but he ended up bored, unfortunately, so I need to try to get back at him without losing too much time. But because I'm on older tyre compared to Matt, that's not going to happen for me, unfortunately. Now my engineer told me to charge up my ERA, so I was like, oh, flipping hell, I can't do that though. Lando has overtaken me for P2 and now dropped the P3, which is not where I want to be. I was leading and now I've dropped the P3. Podium is still a good place to finish, but I don't think I can finish there, because if I can't stay on the car ahead, that would not be good for me, as Hamilton will overtake me anyway. Lando had made the move on Max Verstappen in lap 26, and I just think I got least that penalty, and that's because I see the track limit on the area where Neil has an accident with George Russell in the sprint race, so that's a bit of an ironic moment for me, unfortunately. Hamilton overtaken me, but I just think I was not defending too much. I was allowing it to happen slow and going by, and allowing it to happen because if I fight too much, I lose too much time, and I've been losing to Alonso, but I need to make sure these button not under these button, these button over, so I let them pass, but I lose their DR. That's what I was doing. The strategy I was doing, but we on the last lap, slow, it's obviously going to be finishing P4, Hamilton and P3, the ancient trade between them two, but Max Verstappen is still trying to get at Lando Norris. He does not want Lando Norris to finish ahead of him at all, so what can Max do to get the move done on Lando Norris? But there's a big gap between them two, about 7 tons of Verstappen gap, but Matt is now speeding through. They committed on this line, hit into Lando Norris. There's a collision between them two. I don't know who fault it was, but it does look like it was Lando Norris' fault. It could be Matt. Matt was obviously on the racing line, and Lando obviously stayed where he was. But it did look like Lando was slowing down too much way before the breaking point. So it looks like it could have been Lando's fault. It could be Matt, because he's finishing that. He's going straight into him, but he could have moved out of the way. So I don't know who it would be fault. It should have been just that. But Hamilton is still trying to get Max Verstappen, but Matt's locked up. Hamilton overtaking Matt, taking P2 slow. It's unfortunately stayed behind Max Verstappen and finishing P4. Matt is in P3, he locked 2 places and finishing P5. Then door, because I managed to stay that lead second gap between me and Fernando, and they got love of the day, so whew, then door for that.
Lando Norris, take a bow, at last, a winner in Formula One.
Such an important victory at this stage of the season. Any points you can achieve to go towards the table is really going to mean a lot to the team. So well done as they prepare for the end of the season.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
I see Lando finishing P1, Hamilton P2, Matt is in P3, but I think it's very controversial because the line when Lando break. It was way before the breaking point, like 150, 150. So those days he break on 150 about 8 ago. He listened and was close by. By the time Matt hit into him, that's when they got into the breaking point. So I think Lando might have had a problem with his car that took Matt win. I'm not quite sure, but it didn't look like it was Lando's fault, but he didn't need to break that early. And it could be Matt's fault, but he went back over him where he sort of easily made the move on the inside line rather than staying where he is. But I don't know what's the call about this one, but I think that was for the controversial one, the biggest one. So I think the bit talk about it later on, Lando, who's obviously now 83 points behind Matt. But it could go down to Mexico. If Matt can win, it could be all over for Lando Norris. There's no cut Steve for the championship. So, and that could mean that Matt hadn't won the championship shot yet. It's down to Lando Norris had to win. In Mexico long time, Matt needs to fill it lower, maybe repeatedly, for the gap to start shooting, and so that's the way to see what happened when we do it in Mexico long time. It's a home race for Chaco, so let's see what Chaco to do in Mexico for the Red Bull and for his fan as well. But for me, I'm hoping to not make mistakes again, as I just leave that penalty to the Phillies P1. That didn't happen, but bit it done, but other than which I'm very happy about. But I'm gonna end it here. So thanks for watching, please like, subscribe, make video, do more, and peace out.